Yeah, these two are a winning combination in the second half, way more so than the first half. Hey folks, today we're taking a look at the Jaime Garcia, the Successor, in the Sumatra wrapped Toro size. The Torpedo vitola has an Habano wrapper. Two different blends, two different wrappers, one brand. And if you're like me, you love my father, you love Jaime Garcia, these brands kick ass all the time. The big question is it worth it? What's it like? Should you go out and get a single, a 5-pack, or a box? Let's find out together. This is another Spice Lord. A lot of times we talk about the Garcia family and their propensity for using, well, they're not using, but achieving a very strong peppery spice in their blends. This one is one of the strongest I've had to date from that pepper blast. It is still lingering on my tongue. I'm still feeling it through the nostrils. Spicy son of a bitch. In addition to that fiery red pepper, I'm also getting a bit of leather, a bit of cedar, and a coffee-like bitterness that is combating that peppery blast. But the pepper will not be deterred. It's like putting Anne Hathaway in a movie. Everybody else is just noise at that point. She's going to dominate. Pepper will dominate. So let's go over the composition one more time. I'm smoking the 2024 limited edition Toro. It has a Sumatra seed wrapper with Nicaraguan binder and filler. It is a 6x56 box-pressed vitola.
Hey, what's up? This is Sebastian from Cavalier. Smoking the White Series right now. I'm a subscriber for Small Batch. You should be too. By the way, how do you like the video bomb? You are there.
But if I didn't know any better, I would think that this had an Habano wrapper too. That pepper is, the pepper, the leather, the cedar combo reminds me so much of some Habano blends. I'm not getting the sweetness that I usually associate with Sumatra, that sweet and spicy push and pull. I'm also not getting a creaminess from this, neither in the flavor profile nor the smoke texture. I wouldn't say this is drying because so far I haven't felt the need to reach for my sparkling water, but it's neutral. It's neither creamy nor dry. And I cheated a little bit with this cigar because I smoked it yesterday and I was going to do a video on it for the first time, but then the sun, the rain, the wind, everything came around, culminated in a failure. So I'm here today, and now that I know what to expect from this cigar, I wanted to try it with the Dalmore's Cigar Malt. This is one of my favorite pours. I like it, ironically, or unironically, with cigars way more than just in the lounge chilling. So let's pour some of that up, see how it goes. I'm hoping it tamps down the spice, the heat a little bit, and I'm hoping that the backbone of that brings out a little more sweetness from this blend. The caramels in the cigar malt do temper the heat. They temper the bite of this blend to a significant degree. It's no longer overwhelming. It does not impart any sweetness to it though. If anything, I think it just imparts the same caramel flavor across the board. All right, we are almost to the second half of the cigar, and at this point, the profile finally changed. I figured there's no point beating a dead horse. It was very peppery, very leathery, cedar, and coffee sensations throughout that whole first 40%-ish. But now the pepper has started to subside. I am getting a chocolate chip cookie sensation that very, very good. This cigar in my experience yesterday and today, really has two halves instead of thirds or fourths or anything else. For this ring gauge and the sides, it's a little bit shocking, at least to me. But right now, we are getting a shift in the coffee. It's tasting more like mocha. That chocolate chip cookie sensation, phenomenal. There's also a bit of a hazelnut in the background too. And I've got just a little nip left of the cigar malt. So let's see how it compares in this half. Yeah, these two are a winning combination in the second half, way more so than the first half. And it's not to say that it was a bad combination in the first, I just wasn't getting what I was hoping for out of it. But with the pepper out of the way, those caramels make these chocolates surge. Yeah, I think that pairing is spot on. 10 out of 10. In construction wise, I really like this cigar. The burn's giving me no issues. The draw is giving me no issues. The only knock that I would have against this cigar is it is so spicy in the first half. If you do not like spicy cigars, I would not rush out and seek these guys out. But if you like the Spice Lords, this one is definitely interesting for a Sumatra blend. Oh, I forgot to mention, when I pulled this thing out of the cellophane, I got the most intense aroma of barnyard that I've had in a very long time. The last two times that happened were the Crown Heads, the Tennessee Waltz, and the Warped and Aganorsa collaboration, Futuro. Those were the last two cigars that had the most intense barnyard aromas until this one now. But it hasn't translated to the smoking experience. I wouldn't even say that this is an earthy cigar to my palate. And this second half is much more chocolatey, much less peppery. Tale of two halves. And now, for the first time in this cigar experience, it is developing a creamy texture. And that's helping with the chocolatey nuances as well, making it much more of a milk chocolate impression. And right about this time, I normally would scour the internet and try to find what other people are saying about this cigar. But right now, I can't really find much of anything. Alrighty, guys, I want to roll my criteria. Hope you have an amazing day. We'll see you soon.